Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of September. So, Virgo, let's start with the Goddess Oracle card. We have Morgan Le Fay with rhythms and 3 cards from the Egyptian Oracle. And for me, it's interesting that these cards kind of also represent the 3 stages of the goddess, the triple goddess that is here represented by Morgan Le Fay. And it's interesting to me because there's this emphasis on the central character, of course, with the drummer. So we have the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And she's holding a drum, and the central card that came up in the Egyptian oracle is the card Ra, and it's also a disc of sorts. It's like the drum. So I feel like this is pointing to us the specific stage of a certain process and where you are along that process. So it's I feel like this reading is about informing you or maybe giving you some clues about where you are, at what stage you are in a certain development process, in something that you are trying to achieve or that you are going through, if it's more challenging, because I feel, yeah, there's certainly challenge here. What's interesting also is that I feel like there's something protecting you, because we have Horus, and Horus lost his sight in a battle with Seth. So there's something about something has been stolen, and I feel like there's a person who is protecting you along this process of recovering something that was stolen. And this person is, I believe, not in this physical plane anymore. So to me, the Horus card is talking to us about someone who is protecting you from the other side of the veil. And this is the light that is shining on you right now, and it's the light of truth, of justice. It's a very benevolent light. It's pure, and it's love. So then we have Seth, and Seth is, how do I say? It talks to us about something that's done with ill intent, and I'm not sure that it's something that's going to be done in the future, because I feel like there's this past, present, future energy, like there's this convergence, I feel, of time in the now. So I feel like something was done or something is still being corrected in the present, and this person who is protecting you from the other side, looking after you, is overseeing this process and shining light onto it. And it's also giving me the impression that things have to move at their own pace and that you shouldn't force anything. Because this is also a message from Morgan Le Fay with the rhythms, is accepting that things mature at their own pace. We have our timing, but the situations we are in and other people and the whole universe, the way energy is exchanged and the portals are opened and closed, and the flux of energy has its own timing. It's like our circulatory system, our breathing, in the sea, everything has its own cycles and rhythms. So that being said, I think there's a lot of light being shined upon a matter of the past. And things are going to be, in September, are going to develop further and allow you to receive help and to do what you want to do. And after you receive help, things will move very fast, and you will be blessed by a different energy in this project. That why I say this is the Eight of Wands is the shoot of papyrus plant, and it's the freshest part of the plant, right? And the Queen of Pentacles is about harvesting a mature plant. She's holding a mature papyrus plant, and she's very aware of what is the worth of things and how she can manage whatever she has, real estate, property, material possessions, anything that you have that has value and that you see value in. She knows how to manage that. So I feel like you are going to discover something. Because of this process, you're going to discover something that has a lot of value to you. And it's going to be very quick. It's going to mature very quickly. I feel like it's going to be in the month of September that this is going to mature. And I also feel like you are going to establish yourself very well in this process. So this process is going to stabilize very quickly. And this is also important to note because we have the Hierophant in the end. And I also feel like this is some sort of work that is being done with institutional power, institutionalized power, authorities. It might be court, it might be lawyers, it might be school work, some type of employer. But it's something that you want and that you are commanding. That's very interesting. And it's very important that this, to me, that this situation stabilizes, because you have a challenge here, and it's the Tower and the Moon. And I believe that because they're coming in like this, they're a bit, it is a bit challenging. It is a challenging energy that you have to face. And it might seem, there might be a time where you don't feel like there's any hope for this situation to develop in a positive way for you. And that's the illusion. So when you feel that, when you have some negative feedback, or when you have the impression, and it's not something that you're stuck on, because I feel like it's news. I feel like you are going to get some news, because you have the Knight of Swords and you have the King of Swords. You're going to get some news that you're not going to like at first, but it's going to shine a different light on this project, and it's going to allow a different side, like a darker side, to be illuminated. It's a mystery that is going to be solved. And maybe you are not even aware of this mystery of what it is exactly right now. Maybe it's something that will come up. It will kind of take you by surprise that this is a mystery. You will create a lot of, possibly a lot of negative impressions about this. And I'm saying this because we have Seth and we have the Moon. So it's like when you feel that other people don't care about you, or they don't have your best interests in mind, or that there's this feeling of being surrounded by a negative energy that is, it's not even just aimed at you. It's like having losing faith in humanity a little bit and taking offense. But the thing is, that's very ironic here, is that the flip, when the energy flips, because it's going to be quick, it's going to be exactly the opposite of that, because you have the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot right away, right next to the Moon and the Tower. So Six of Pentacles, and this specific Six of Pentacles talks a lot about receiving something, receiving a gift, receiving help. So being praised, even being valued, being how do I say, taken into an abundant and fulfilling. And I'm also hearing like fair. There's something about fairness here too. And with the Chariot, it's going to be something that you want to do and that you can apply your will clearly, very clearly, very objective way of putting your energy, effectiveness, and just success overall, like a victory. There's a victory here for sure with the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster month for you, Virgo. But the end result is really, really powerful, because the Hierophant is about power also. It's about a power that comes from wisdom, a power that comes from a lot of experience applied directly in the world, and also in creating laws and structures for things to manifest. So it's really, really interesting also with the Queen of Pentacles and all that knowledge about the material. So I feel like you are going to win something that's material. There's something very tangible here, something that you can touch, that you can turn into something that you love and that you prize and that you treasure, that you feel like you're blessed to have. It's very quick, but it's kind of a bumpy ride. That's what I feel. It's emotionally, it might be a little bit, like back and forth, like you're and up and down and a little bit all over the place. But the end result is really positive. It also might be that you are already feeling this, and that you're very close to the second stage of this process. But yeah, it's a recognition. This reading is a recognition of that path. Now, I also wanted to get us a Kipper card. Meetings. Yeah. Interesting. So for me, it's confirmation that you're going to get help. This Six of Pentacles is also about receiving help to do exactly what you want and to achieve and to have success and victory over this injustice or this stolen thing. Can we have a little bit more information on this stolen thing? What is it? Five of Wands. Wow. It's something that involves collaboration with other people. Maybe it's and people are fighting each other. There's this energy definitely of fighting and not being a smooth relationship. People disagreeing on something, and this may also be because it's a collaborative effort, and people are kind of pulling, each person is pulling to their side, like, no, this is mine, no, this is mine, and it's creating a lot of conflict. So it's very interesting that this Knave of Chalices, Page of Cups, is writing. I always feel like this is something very special about this deck. And maybe it's important for you to write how you feel so that you can understand how you feel, or that you communicate with other people in a way that maybe shines a light on everyone's feelings. Yeah, sure. This is one thing that will unlock this victory and success for you, and this help that comes is from sharing feelings and also receiving friendship and love from others. So I feel like this is an exchange. There's certainly an exchange of heartfelt exchange of words that will connect you to people who are very helpful. The Five of Cups, yeah. There's sadness and there's disappointment, disillusionment that has to be dealt with. And it's also part of what makes this situation so important and so meaningful for you. Yeah. So the Four of Swords is about giving it a rest, right? Putting it to rest, putting things, having peace, and making sense of things in a way that there's this, I feel like there's a wisdom in not wanting things to be completely closed, and to understand that it's all a process, that you're still developing yourself too, and that it's a blessing to have certain people in your life. Because of the meetings here, there are certain people who are a blessing in your life, so bask in that blessing and accept that things are kind of a work in progress, and that although you are a part of this situation, it doesn't reflect on who you are. It doesn't define anything about you. You have to separate what is yours and what is from this person and that person and the other person, so that you have a very clear understanding of what is valuable to you and what is good for you and what ultimately makes you powerful and authoritative in your own life. So there's a peaceful resolution in sight. It's very quick, and it's going to bring you a lot of success and abundance if you allow feelings to flow and you exchange emotional energy. There's a lot of wisdom that comes from that. And you have that person, that ancestor, that loving person on the other side that is looking after you always. It's very interesting, Virgo, very rich reading. a little bit of a roller coaster of a month, September. But yeah, it's your birthday, so happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. And I feel like, yeah, maybe your birthday is also going to be a victorious union and connection with people who are incredibly helpful and who kind of create your kingdom, your beautiful kingdom, to be happy and to something in its a kingdom that you prize, that you value, that you love very much. Keep that energy flowing, keep those feelings open, and give things time, give people time to process also. A lot of socializing I see this month also. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, also hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm also offering free personal readings until I reach my 100 subscriber. So just send me an email, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.